Grey matter? White matter? It's in the brain. Where in the brain? What is it? If you're after dark matter, you're watching the wrong video. I'm Alex Koefman. Let's go. In the US, it's with an A. I don't know if that's true. I just read it. In the UK, it's with an E. Also not sure about. In Australia, we literally don't care. I know that bit's true. Grey makes a simple pattern in the brain. Just learn that and then everything else is white. This is a diagram from my last video. If you haven't watched that video, it's actually not my problem. Spinal cord, brainstem, cerebellum, core, the lobes, the basic structure of the brain. There is no black outline around the lobes. The outline is entirely grey matter and only 3 millimeters thick, less than the hard cover of your unused Ottolenghi. Grey matter also forms the outline of the cerebellum, less than 1 millimeter in some places. Unlike the lobes, the cerebellum has these 3 extra bits in the middle. They are the deep nuclei of the cerebellum, and they are incredibly important. When it comes to the core, think wedge, because that's exactly what the grey matter looks like. This is strange, I know, but not as strange as the brainstem. Now, I know what you're thinking. I might not know too much about the brainstem, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't look like that. And you'd sort of be correct. But the brainstem is a very busy place. Grey and white matter are sort of intertwined. In the white matter runs a bit of grey, and in the grey matter runs a bit of white. This is a clever way to remember it. Grey matter travels down the middle of the spinal cord. Think butterfly, because that's what it looks like in cross-section. And that's it. Everywhere else in the brain is white matter. There's a couple of exceptions, but it doesn't matter here. Okay, that's where. What is it? Grey matter is packed full of neuron cell bodies. You won't find a neuron cell body outside the grey matter. And there isn't just a few. In some places, there are over 100,000 of these cell bodies per cubic millimeter of grey matter. That is a packed stadium. All those people jammed into 1 millimeter of grey matter. That is a lot of cell bodies. No wonder it is dark grey. Which brings us to white matter. How do these neurons communicate? Well, they can communicate like this, but commonly they communicate like this. And this is wrapped in myelin. Myelin is white. It is really white. Myelin doesn't come out of thin air. It comes from another cell called an oligodendrocyte, which is why everyone just calls it an oligo. An oligo wraps its own membrane around the axon. This membrane is not normal cell membrane. It's a highly modified version of the normal, like what you'd see in Brighton. Okay, so what does it all do? Grey matter is where the transfer of information happens from one neuron to the next. Like a train station. Get off one train, get on to the next. White matter simply carries that information to the next transfer point, like a train track between stations. Transfer here, carry to here, transfer information, carry to here. You get the idea. Grey and white. That's it. Easy. See you next time.